Hi, my name is Miss Gorbani and I'm the Head of Science at Notre Dame. Today I'm going to go through a few of the slides that is obviously in regards to the Year 9 options for science this year. Before I actually go into some detail though, I'm just going to introduce you to our department. So I'm obviously the Head of Science, Miss Gorbani. We have Miss Serrels, who's the second in science. We have Miss Jacks, who's the Head of Chemistry. We have Miss Nielsen, who is a chemist. We have Mr. Sweeney, who's the physicist in our department. We have Miss Hobson, who is the biologist, and Miss Martin, who is also a biologist. And we've also got a new introduction, Mr. Frau, who has joined us in January, who also again is a biologist. So when you guys come back into school, you'll get to see us all as a team and meet Mr. Frau as well. Okay, so why study science? So in the news, you will see that Boris Johnson is actually talking about how we need to get more young people, young adults into the science environment and get them into looking at career paths in science. Now, basically, there's going to be a huge amount of money poured into some of the sectors, such as engineering, such as looking at renewable energy, okay, medicines and obviously vaccinations, and obviously the current pandemic's highlighted the need for more scientists in obviously looking at finding new vaccines for COVID-19 and other diseases that will probably come our way in our lifetime. Now, basically, okay, I would like you to look at this presentation and have a massive discussion at the end of it. So think about why it is, okay, why do you want to pursue triple science if you've opted to do it? Or, okay, what also career path could you do even if you decided to do just the double award science? So it is something that I want you to have a discussion with, okay, as a family. Now, before I go on, Albert Einstein, I thought this was a really important quote to actually say, but it says the important thing is never to stop questioning. If you are someone who questions or analyses or evaluates the world around them and says, why is this the way it is, okay, or what, how is that happening, or why is that happening, then that is something that you need to think about. Are you actually a future scientist? Because that's how scientists think and work. And Albert Einstein is definitely someone who obviously did exactly that, and what a genius he was. Now, in terms of the specification, you will be expected to do double award science, okay, regardless. And that's called Trilogy. It's worth 2 GCSEs at the end of year 11, and you will be expected to sit 6 exams at the end of that, okay? Now, obviously it tells you the method of assessment. There is no coursework involved in the double award or the triple science, but all students will be placed onto the double award specification at present. And Year 9s have actually started doing some of the units, started the unit for physics, okay, and obviously we'll look at the first units of biology and chemistry during the course of this year. So you had some taste of what is expected at GCSE. The specification links are attached to the slide, so if you do want to read through what the topics are, obviously what the expectation is of your child, then feel free to have a read of them later on. These are some of the topics obviously that you are going to expect to be covered in biology, chemistry and physics. You're going to be covering some of these, and some of them you will recognise already. This is leading on from, obviously this is linked to the Key Stage 3 scheme of work that you've already done in year 7 and 8, and obviously it's expanding on that and expanding your understanding and knowledge of the topics, okay? So in terms of then the triple science, you will see this in the option block. So this is for those of you who are obtaining a grade 6 or above currently. Now that will be based on end of unit tests and AP assessments. Now again, okay, there will be obviously 2 papers per subject, but it will be worth 3 GCSEs, 1 for biology, chemistry and physics at the end of year 11. Required practicals will be in both the double and the triple science, which means over the course of a year you'll get to practice doing some of those experiments, and you will have to learn them for the exam because you will be questioned on it. Okay, and again the specification links are there for you to have a look at. And obviously going through a few of the slides, it just gives you a breakdown of what those topics are and how they link to Key Stage 3. Now, I just wanted to share a success story with you at obviously the moment. Now, last year, when obviously I started in September, and I was really pleased to see that the triple science had done fantastically well in terms of grades. Now, if you look at obviously the biology, physics and chemistry, I've highlighted what the the percentages for the grades 9 to 5 and 9 to 7 were. And as you can see, I've said that there was great improvement in the Progress 8 score, and also it shows from those percentages that we are well above national average for the Triple Science Award. So it's just something to keep in mind, obviously, when you are trying to think about, should my child go in for this course? Okay, we have got a history of fantastic results with the triple if you pursue, obviously, this as an option. Now, skills gained obviously in science, okay, is essential for many subjects, and as you can see on the board, we cover a lot of those skill sets that you can discuss at obviously when you go for college applications and university. So have that in mind, that we do cover a lot of these skills in depth through the course of from year 7 up to year 11. And obviously, if you are looking at doing the triple, then we will look at doing maybe a few more practicals and a few more investigations that will get you to really be creative with this skill set. Okay, and obviously just to leave you there are some resources that we will provide you with if you are to look at doing the triple science. We have got the textbooks on order, and there are student books that you can order from the website. I've also attached some websites that are useful for you all to look at, you know, in terms of revision, in terms of looking at the specifications, because that will help you. But also the CGP books, we do currently have them in school, and we are selling them to the triple students that are here at the moment. So we do have a lot of resources available if your child is to opt to do triple. But regardless of that, we still obviously have a lot of resources for the double award as well. In terms of looking at A-levels, we expect students who are doing triple to be getting grade 6 or above to then go on to do the A-level. And we are currently obviously offering biology and chemistry and potentially physics next academic year. So it is something for you to consider, but again, that grade is really important, and you would need to obtain 2 6s for the double or 3 6s for the triple. Okay, so career paths, obviously, just to finish there, is basically an important thing for you to consider, and if you just have a nosy at some of these, it will explain to you just how varied science is. If you have any questions, please feel free to obviously email me, to ring up and obviously speak to me or the teachers in regards to the options. I would like to thank you for listening today, and if you, like I said, if you see anything on there that you have a question about, then please contact the school. Thank you and goodbye.